Hey everyone, this is Mandy, welcome back, and this is going to be kind of a different video. So what you're seeing here in this container is I have some resin art earrings that I made from a mold, and because they have like some bubbles or something in them, I was either going to discount them or I was going to enhance them. So I decided to enhance them. So this is foil adhesive from Artistic Painting Studio, and I have a link in the description box below. So I have put it on and let it sit overnight so it's good and tacky. And I'm going to use some of my beautiful foils from Artistic Painting Studios. And I'm going to embellish these, enhance them, whatever. So I have a lot of really cool ones. I'm showing you a couple of them, but I'm going to use some holographic ones because I don't mind if the color shows in the background. And so I'm just showing you some of the ones. I kind of came into this with no plan. And since then, I really love that bubble pink one. Since then, I have cut a bunch of acrylic earrings on my laser, which is a fun thing to do for those of us artists who are like, what the heck do I need with a laser? There's so many things that you can do, that you can incorporate things that you make with your laser with things that you're already doing. It's crazy how much stuff you can do with it. So I cut a bunch of really fun earrings that I had gotten a pretty large amount of earring files, and I cut a bunch. So I was cutting some blank coasters. I cut some heart-shaped coasters, and I cut a bunch of the earrings kind of in the negative space between the coasters. And I probably made between like stud earrings and dangle earrings, along with cutting 8 coasters, I probably made, I don't know, 15, 20 pairs of earrings that I can now enhance with foils. So super fun. Anyway, Artistic Painting Studios has a ton of foils, and I am an affiliate for them, and I really love their products. And one of the things I really love is Jen is always showing her customers how to use her product, which I think is really important. So she's engaged almost every single day on her Facebook page. So if you've thought about incorporating foils or texture paste, or I've done a couple projects with her texture rollers. It's a really fun way to enhance your art in a unique way. Anyway, I'm very behind on the things that I want to try, but I'm showing you, like, this little holographic stack came as a starter pack that I ordered because I knew I would use them to enhance things. I've already got a tumbler ready to prep to do with foils. But I thought that this would be cool because you could still see the colors behind them. So some of this is trial and error. You'll see at some point in the video, and I'll probably speed it way up, that I had trouble with some of the smaller earrings, the smaller circle earrings, because I couldn't quite get the foil adhesive in the right place. But the larger ones did great, and I really love the way they turned out. So this is kind of a unique video, but I will do more of these because I thought this was so much fun. And it's just like especially helpful if you have made something in a mold and you're like, there's a stupid bubble like right in the top, which is one of the reasons I bought that Resiners bubble removal, because I get really tired of having perfectly good projects messed up by one stupid bubble in the corner of an earring or a coaster. And sometimes they're not a big deal, but sometimes they're like a deal breaker. So here we're going to use this like cheetah print, and we're going to use it first on those scalloped earrings. You'll see at some point, maybe you won't see it. I don't know if I'll be able to cut it out, but I accidentally got one of the earrings stuck on a foil, and I ended up having to use the same one on a different pair when I wasn't intending to do that. So anyway, I love the way these turned out. I think they turned out so cute. So for foils, if you're not familiar, there's a side that has nothing on it. And for the transparent foils like this, it's sometimes hard to tell which is which. So if you have to, you can get a piece of like painter's tape, get the very corner and see which one actually pulls something off. but in this case, this is before I confused myself. So when I've seen Jen, she kind of burnishes the foil on the surface with like a toothbrush or a nail brush. So I was kind of getting my feel for, like, this is a very soft toothbrush, and I ended up switching to one that had a little bit more tooth on it. But these turn out so cute, and all I did after this, just to kind of seal them, is I sprayed them with a clear gloss. She does have a top coat that you can use, and if it was for something, you know, larger, like a table or something, I would use that. But, you know, spraying it with a clear gloss worked great. And I think these are super cute. So I think these are going to be a great way to do fun earrings. And so they're also a really great way to save projects that don't work out with resin. You could do it with coasters that didn't work out, out of the frame, sorry. You could do it with coasters that don't work out. You could do it with lots of things so that you're not wasting all your product and all your resin. So just a fun thing to do. So now, obviously, if you did coasters, you'd probably want to put a top coat so that they would be more resistant to water. But yeah, when I placed my order for foils, I wanted to get a decent sampling of things I wanted to do, because I wanted to do tumblers and I wanted to do various things. So I tried to get kind of a sample pack of a few things without getting a whole bunch of anything. But this one is really fun. But yeah, I have a tumbler ready to go where I'm going to use a couple of the foils and kind of do some crisscross lines on there. So you'll see more in the future, but this was just a really fun way for me to test them out. And if you are interested in, like, for those of you who do use foils, or you're interested in doing this sort of thing to try them out, obviously the link for the foils is below. But in my Etsy shop, I can sell the earring blanks of certain designs, not this design because I don't have a license for this one. This is, well, actually I can sell these because I got these from a mold. I just can't replicate the mold. But anyway, if you're interested in me having blanks available that you can purchase your own acrylic blanks and foil them yourself, let me know what your thoughts are on that. I can create a listing and have a couple of different options in there. It'll take me some time, but it's a lot of fun. And then of course you could put them together yourself and yada, yada, yada. But they're a fun way to enhance something you're already doing. The other thing about using like an acrylic blank is if you didn't want it to be black, because most of what I do is going to be with black acrylic, you could spray paint your blank a different color, or just hand paint it a different color and then foil it. So there's a lot of things that you can do. You can also create them with wood. But anyway, this was just a fun way for me to experiment. This is how my brain works. I'm always thinking about possibilities, and I'm notoriously bad for just chunking something if it doesn't work out. I'm like, there's got to be a way I can save this. My problem with that is it sits around sometimes for a while before I figure out what I'm going to do. But when I do figure it out, I'm like, yes, I saved it, you know? So anyway, I think that these turn out super, super cute. You can see that I'm very carefully pulling it up. The reason for that is if you pull it up and it didn't connect all the way, you can put it right back down in that same place and then hit it with that brush again. And that way you're not committed to take it all the way off. So isn't that cute? Super holographic, lots of fun, very fun, jazzy earrings, little razzmatazz in your day. So this is the pink monstera flowers. These sort of ended up being used on the same foil, partially because I accidentally touched the edge of it and it has foil adhesive on it, so it got stuck. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna change the pattern, I'm just gonna go with it. But these turn out really cute too. So now that you kind of know what I'm gonna do here, I'll try to speed up this process a little bit. just so you can kind of get the gist of it without being super bored. You could see that I was having some trouble just kind of making sure it was adhering and getting full coverage. I think it's just a smaller design, and I think I was using the wrong side. So, but yeah, I'll speed it up just a little bit for you. And you know what I like about this is like you can do this in stages. Look how cute. So you can do it in stages, and when you put the foil adhesive on, it's not gonna like dry out. So you can put it on and it'll stay sticky until you apply something to it. So what I did is I put it on and I put it in something that had a lid, just in case there's a gnat or something in the house, because you know it would go like right to that. And then when I got around to it, I just took it out and did it. So like if you have 5 minutes, you could brush the foil adhesive on something and come back to it when you have time. Now these did not do well, and I think there's a couple of reasons for that. So this particular mold is a great mold, but it's basically the surface is almost entirely round, so there's not like a flat surface. So I'll probably skip past these because this is just kind of going to be boring. But what I am going to do with these, just so you know, because I'm clearly not going to just let them die, is I love the way some of these turn out. These are little flowers. But with those circular ones that weren't quite getting it done, I'm going to go back and put more foil adhesive on it and hit it again, either with a foil with more coverage or that same one until I get what I'm looking for. So these flowers, I did 2 different foils. The second one, I really, really love the way it turns out. So I sped this way up at this point, but you can kind of see the idea here. But I can't wait to see more of these. And the fun thing is with black acrylic, it's pretty versatile. Like I could come and use this and it's just going to be like a holographic silver design on black. Or I can get some of the funkier foils and have coverage and just cover up the black. So I'll try to do some of those on camera just to illustrate them. But I think that these are so fun, and if you are someone who does foils, this is also a really good way to use up your scraps. So if you've done a project and you've used, you know, all but like a corner or an edge, this is a great way to use up your foil edge. Like I cut some heart-shaped studs, and I'm going to slow this one down a little bit for you. I cut some heart-shaped studs so that I could kind of use up this, like the negative space on my acrylic, but also because I can enhance them with foils in very small sections, so I'm wasting nothing. So this is a really good way to use up that corner or piece or the edge that you just don't have enough to use on something else. Super cute, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Bye.